William Crawler. Down to the scale, Martin Shaw. 153.1 for Martin Shaw, 153.1. Now to the scale, the undefeated William Crawler. 153.9 for William Crawler, 153.9.
There are a lot of nerves, Darren, for the professional debut of William Crawler. How more composed do you think he'll be heading into this tomorrow night?
Yeah, I spoke to him yesterday. He said he was very tense before his debut, and you can imagine why. You know, it's a very synonymous venue for him and his family. You only get one debut, so you want to impress, and he did impress. He had that contentious sort of third round where he was dropped. Was it a knockdown? Wasn't it a knockdown? But generally, I was really impressed, and I said it in commentary after a round or two. I'd seen enough to know that this man here, William Crawler, is going to be in some very entertaining fights.
Crawler v. Shaw, 4-round super welterweights, kicking us off. Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Liverpool, England.
Well, the professional journey of William Crawler continues tomorrow night in our opener on Before the Bell, which leads nicely into our second fight. Rising star Muhammad Ali returns just 9 weeks on from his first stoppage win, which took him to 3-0. He steps up to 6 rounds for the first time, facing 2-0 Italian Giulio Commerso. 6 rounds super bantamweights. Here's David Diamante.
All right, ladies, our next contest, 6 rounds in the super bantamweight division. Now making his way to the stage with a perfect professional record, 2 fights, 2 victories. Fighting out of Madrid, Spain, Julio Il Dottore Commerso. And his opponent now making his way to the stage, also undefeated, 3-0, 1 knockout, fighting out of Leicester. Please welcome Muhammad Ali. And out of the scale, Il Dottore Giulio Commerso. 123.6 for Il Dottore, 123.6 for Giulio Commerso. Now to the scale, also undefeated, Muhammad Ali. 123.9 for Muhammad Ali, 123.9.
Well, fighters always say, Darren, they don't care too much for stoppages, but what will that first stoppage have done for the confidence of young Muhammad Ali?
Oh, he'd be over the moon. Every fighter, regardless of what they said, wants to get the stoppage. And I tell you what, he really turned heads against Francisco Rodriguez. He looked so good. It was a lovely left uppercut that dropped the Spaniard, and when the Spaniard rose to his feet, it was a vicious onslaught. Before the towel come in. Very, very impressive display. He's full of confidence. I can see exactly why. I mean, such a young man, but old head on young shoulders. He's under the tutelage of Dave Caldwell, will teach him an awful lot. So an exciting time if you're a fan of Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali, Giulio Commerso. 6-round super bantamweights matchroom boxing, live on DAZN from Liverpool, England.
Well, Well, Dave Caldwell trained, as you mentioned there, Darren. Muhammad Ali, professional fight number 4 for him tomorrow night. Coming up next is the very popular Paddy Lacey, first 8-rounder for Paddy. He looks to move 9-0 against Lancashire's Owen Kirk. 8 rounds at middleweight to bring them up to the stage. Here's David Diamante once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, next fight, 8 rounds, middleweights now making his way to the stage. Professional record, 3 wins, 1 defeat, 2 draws. Fighting out of Haitian, please welcome Owen Kirk. Kirk. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. Perfect professional record, 8 fights, 8 victories, 1 win coming by way of knockout. He fights out of right here in Liverpool. Please welcome Paddy Power Lacey. Lacey. And on the scale, Owen Kirk. $163.6 for Owen Kirk, 163.6. And on the scale, the undefeated Scouser, Paddy Power Lacey. $163.1 for Paddy Lacey, 163.1.
Well, Paddy is one of those fighters, Darren. What a story he has. I think he's just truly so excited, isn't he, every time he appears on this big stage?
Oh, he's buzzing. He's absolutely buzzing. Multi-talented individual, was a very good footballer, but he was telling me yesterday, for the last couple of years, he's really started to focus on his boxing, and he said he's not too far away from fighting, hopefully, for a Central Area title.
Lacey v. Kirk, 8 rounds middleweights, Matchroom Boxing live on DAZN from Liverpool, England.
We'll look forward to seeing Paddy Lacey back in action tomorrow, which will lead perfectly into the 4th and final fight on our Before the Bell section of tomorrow night's action. Campbell Hatton fights Sheffield Southpaw Jamie Sampson. 8 rounds at super lightweight, this one. Let's head back to David Diamante. Before we do that, actually, I believe we've got a bit of time actually there, Darren, but have we? I'm hearing multiple things in my ear. This is the beauty of live television. Live TV, you can't write it. Here's David Diamante for Campbell Hatton to the stage.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, next contest, 8 rounds in the super lightweight division. Now making his way to the stage with a professional record of 9 wins, 2 defeats, 2 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Sheffield, England, please welcome Jamie Sampson. Sampson. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. Perfect professional record, 13 fights, 13 victories, 5 of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Manchester, England, Campbell, the Hurricane Hatton. Hatton. Now to the scale, Jamie Sampson. 141.1 for Sampson, 141.1. And now to the scale, the undefeated Campbell, Hurricane Hatton. 142.9. 142.9 for Campbell Hatton.
Spent some time in this camp, Campbell, with Virgil Hunter and Manny Robles actually out in the States. Been told by his team he went out there like a sponge to pick up absolutely everything he could. Why will experiences like that help him right now, do you think?
Oh, it's so important to soak up any information, any knowledge you can get, and they're great trainers who know this game inside out, so it will only make him a better fighter. We've seen Campbell, we've seen improvements, moving in the right direction, and listening to Eddie Hearn yesterday at the press conference talking about he wants his fighters to be in real 50-50 fights. I don't think it's long before we'll see this man fight for Central Area titles, etc.
14th professional fight for Campbell Hatton. Tomorrow night, we bring the fighters face to face.
Campbell Hatton, Jamie Sampson, 8-round super lightweights matchroom boxing live on DAZN from Liverpool, England.
Well, as I said, 14th fight for Campbell Hatton as a professional before we move to the main broadcast live on DAZN, usual time of 7 p.m. Next up, Khalil Majid takes on Liverpool's Tom Farrell. 8 rounds this one at super lightweight. Here is David Diamante. Well, that's the second time we've run to David Diamante, and we've come back in visual once again.
We're testing you here. We're testing your skills out, Jamie.
Sink or swim, this. Absolutely earning my money here. But when you think about Khalil Majid banking 8 rounds for the first time last time out, why are those little steps so important?
Oh, look, it's every run on the ladder is so important in this game. It's experience, it's learning, and he's doing that with each fight. It's an interesting fight. You talk about 50-50 fights as we did with Campbell Hatton approaching those kind of fights. This is a 50-50. Farrell's got the experience. He's a local lad. Don't blink.
Absolutely. Great way to kick things off on DAZN. The fighters are ready now. So here is Mr. David Diamante.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the weigh-in continues with an 8-round super lightweight affair. Now making his way to the stage with a professional record of 21 victories, 7 defeats, 5 of his wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the former WBA International Super Lightweight Champion, fighting out of Liverpool, Tom Farrell. And his opponent now making his way to the stage with a perfect professional record, 11 fights, 11 victories, 3 of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Bolton, please welcome Khalil Majid. And out of the scale, Tom Farrell. 141.9 for Tom Farrell, 141.9. And out of the scale, the undefeated Khalil Majid. 141.3 for Khalil Majid, 141.3.
Well, talking about Khalil Majid, Darren, you were ringside for his matchroom debut in August. Eddie put the pressure on yesterday, didn't he, about these young prospects, about being exciting. What would you like to see from Khalil tomorrow night?
Excitement. Get in there, centre of the ring, show the older, more experienced man you're in deep. This is a dangerous fight for Majid, because for Farrell, you could call this almost the last roll of the dice, so he's going to leave everything in the ring. It's an intriguing contest, Jamie.
Majid v. Farrell, 8-round super lightweights, matchroom boxing live on DAZN from Liverpool, England.
Well, that is your opening bout on DAZN tomorrow night from around about 7 p.m. Khalil Majid takes on Tom Farrell over 8 rounds. Before we welcome next the matchroom debut of Shabazz the Maverick Massoud. This young man has got bags of potential, bags of charisma, and the word from Ben Davison is that he's got bags of talent as well.
He can fight. I'm telling you now, I can see that he can fight. he's an exceptional fighter. He makes boxing look easy, and I know there's going to be tougher tests, I know there's going to be hard fights out there, but so far he's done everything right. Really impressive.
Well, I spoke to him during the week about a potential fight down the line with Peter McGrail, both in that super bantamweight division. But do you think that's probably one in a few years for a world title, maybe? But
what a tremendous fight that would be. Brilliant fight. I mean, both extremely talented fighters, and it's good when you look at the depth that we've got in British boxing. It's very exciting.
Well, I believe the fighters are ready, so without further ado, let's hand over to our MC, Mr. David Diamante, once again.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're now set to go to weigh in the first of our 4 title bouts on the evening as we go 10 rounds for the WBA Intercontinental Super Bantamweight Championship. Now making his way to the stage, his professional record, 34 victories, 7 defeats, 1 draw, with 21 big wins coming by way of knockout. Peleando fuera, Barranquilla, Colombia. Please welcome Jose General San Martin. San Martin. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. Perfect professional record, 11 fights, 11 victories, 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Stoke-on-Trent, Shabazz Massoud. Now to the scale, Jose San Martin. No, espera. Espera. The other one. Put it over there. 122 bang on. 122 bang on for Jose San Martin. 122 bang on. The super bantamweight limit. And now to the scale, Shabazz Massoud. 121.8 for Shabazz Massoud. 121.8.
Well, Jose San Martin, 34 wins, 7 defeats, just a 1 draw. Only stopped twice, Darren, in 42 fights by Mauricio Lara and Navarrete as well. Why is this a good measuring stick for Shabazz right now?
It's a step up, for sure. Absolutely is. San Martin, he's no nonsense. He comes to fight, high guard, walks forward. I was shocked when he was blown away in 3 by Lara, but he showed him absolutely zero respect, getting on the front foot, and that's what he'll try and do on Saturday night for sure. He's going to bring the action, so we'll see exactly at what level he's at now.
Colombia.
Shabazz Massoud, Jose San Martin, 10 rounds for the WBA Intercontinental Super Bantamweight Championship. Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Liverpool, England.
Well, that won 10 rounds as the Maverick. Shabazz Massoud defends his WBA Intercontinental Super Bantamweight title against the experienced Jose San Martin in what is his official Matchroom debut. I believe the next fighters are ready. So here is David Diamante to bring the fighters to the stage.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our next contest, 12 rounds for the vacant Commonwealth and British Super Featherweight Final Eliminator. Now making his way to the stage, his professional record, 16 wins, 5 defeats. He has 13 of his 16 wins coming by way of knockout. He's the former English Commonwealth And WBC International Silver Featherweight Champion, fighting out of South Oxy, Watford, Reese Bomber Bellotti. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. Perfect professional record, 12 fights, 12 victories. One of them coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Oldham, Aqib Fiaz. And out of the scale, Reese Bomber Bellotti. $128.9 for Reese Bomber Bellotti, 128.9. And out of the scale, the undefeated Aqib Fiaz.
One second. Get that shot back. Sorry, Dave. We'll be very close. We'll be there and thereabouts.
$130 dead for Aqib Fiaz, 130 bang on for Aqib Fiaz.
We often talk, Darren, about your Gary Neville-esque groans from the commentary desk. Do you think this one might bring a few out of you tomorrow night?
100%. 100%. This has got all the ingredients to be a cracking fight. Will the strength, the power of Reese Bellotti be too much for the skill set, the movement, the speed of Aqib Fiaz? It really, really is an intriguing matchup. So much on the line. I cannot wait for this one.
Aqib Fiaz v. Reese Bellotti, 12 rounds for the vacant Commonwealth and the British Super Featherweight Final Eliminator. Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Liverpool, England.
Well, two of boxing's good guys,
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say, right there. Would you agree?
100%. So two top blokes. But that will all go out the window tomorrow night. That first bell will go, and we know Reese Bellotti is going to get on the chest of Aqib Fiaz. And one thing we've seen with Fiaz, he likes to get stuck in. He likes to fight in the pocket. That fight will not disappoint. I guarantee you that.
When you talk about respect, we've seen it over the years, haven't we? When fighters take on certain fighters who are more experienced than them, that they perhaps show them too much respect. Do you not see that being a problem for Aqib Fiaz tomorrow night?
No. Look, he'll try and demand respect straight away, get on the front foot, hold the centre of the ring, and like I say, fight in the pocket. But that does play into the hands of Reese Bellotti, who wants to get close and wants to land the big shots. So much to look forward to in that fight.
Can't wait for Aqib Fiaz versus Reese Bellotti. We are ready for our next fight for the weigh-in here today. Young Jack Turner, third professional outing for him. Here is Mr. David Diamante to bring Jack to the stage.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the official weigh-in continues from Liverpool, England, here with a full-round bantamweight contest. Now making his way to the stage, professional record, 23 victories, 10 defeats, 2 draws, with 12 wins coming by way of knockout. He fights out of Dar es Salaam, Tanzania. Please welcome Adam Yahaya. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. His young professional record thus far perfect. 2 fights, 2 victories, and they both came by way of knockout. Here is the 3-time national champion fighting out of Liverpool, Jack "El Terrier" Turner. Now to the scale, Adam Yahaya. 116.6 for Yahya. 116.6. Now to the scale, Elk Terrier Jack Turner. 117.3 for the young undefeated Scouser. 117.3.
Well, a great reception for Jack Turner there at today's weigh-in, and as Eddie said yesterday, Darren, he sold 1,000 tickets for this one. How much do you think that will inspire him to impress tomorrow night?
Well, I don't think he needs inspiration. He's just born to fight. I hope Ahaya's got like a suit of armour or, you know, some sort of vest that he can soften the blows, because Turner, he punches like a mule. He really does. He just puts everything into the shots. Those 1,000 supporters they're not gonna be left disappointed. He's gonna leave it all in the ring. Tremendous talent, very, very exciting fighter, and the local fans are gonna be over the moon when they watch their charge. I'm sure do the business tomorrow night.
Well, I was talking to Sonny Edwards, who Jack Turner's been sparring recently. Sonny said very tough, very game, and improved a lot under Joe McNally. So we can't wait to see him in action tomorrow night.
Turner v. Yahya. 4 rounds, bantamweights, Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Liverpool, England.
Well, the chief support is a cracker. One of the country's most successful ever amateurs, Olympian Peter McGrail takes on 17-0 Colombian Fran Mendoza. Vacant WBA Continental Super Bantamweight title on the line over 10 rounds. Here's David Diamante.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to weigh in the chief support as we go 10 rounds for the vacant WBA Continental Super Bantamweight Championship. Now making his way to the stage, he is undefeated in his campaign as a professional with a record of 17 victories, no defeats. He has 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Presentando de San Antero, Colombia, please welcome Fran Mendoza. Mendoza. And his opponent now making his way to the stage. He's a southpaw, also a perfect professional record, 7 fights, 7 victories, 5 of his 7 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Liverpool, England, Peter McGrail. Now to scale, the undefeated Fran Mendoza. 119.8 for the undefeated Fran Mendoza, 119.8. And now to scale, the undefeated Peter McGrail. 121.4 for Peter McGrail, 121.4.
Well, it is a good step up on paper, Darren, for Peter McGrail tomorrow. 17-0 Colombian Fran Mendoza. If he is to be victorious, do you anticipate this being the first belt of many for him?
Yeah, for sure. He's a future superstar. Peterchenko, I mean, shades of Lomachenko in his style, the way he skips from side to side, the hand speed, the angles, the variation in his shots. But this man can fight very, very good. He's a positive fighter on the front foot, likes to let big shots go. So it's an interesting fight, but a fight I just cannot look past McGrail because of the talent and the experience he has as an amateur. Very, very good fighter.
Professional fight number 8 for Peter McGrail in tomorrow's Chief Support live on DAZN.
Peter McGrail versus Fran Mendoza. was chief support of the evening. 10 rounds for the vacant WBA Continental Super Bantamweight Championship. Matchroom Boxing, live on DAZN from Liverpool, England.
Well, that is our chief support. Stone cold stare from Peter McGrail.
Cold stare. Let me tell you now, I don't want to put too much pressure on him, as we all, Eddie said it yesterday, and it seems like we are putting an awful lot of pressure on him, but I don't think it's going to be long, Jamie, until he's headlining here himself. He's that good. He's that good. But like I say, Mendoza can fight. He's a danger man. But that all leads us nicely to tomorrow's main event.
Do you believe he is the man to carry the torch forward? Obviously, Liverpool got so many current great fighters, the likes of Liam Smith, Callum Smith, the like. Do you believe Peter McGrail is the man?
He's the future flag bearer, for sure. Absolutely. He's unless something catastrophic was to go wrong, he's the man who's going to be headlining in that arena very soon.
Well, that leads us in lovely to our main event. For the final time this afternoon, we're going to hand back to your MC, David Diamante, to bring Jorge Linares and Jack Catterall to the stage. I believe we're still in vision. I was trying to do that, the face.
I could not keep a straight face.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure to welcome everybody here today to Liverpool, England, for the official weigh-in for our big night of world-class professional boxing taking place at the M&S Bank Arena here on Saturday night. And it's now time to weigh in the main event of the evening, as Mr. Eddie Hearn of Matchroom Boxing is proud to present 12 rounds for the WBA Intercontinental Super Lightweight Championship. And now making his way to the stage, please welcome the challenger. His professional record, 47 victories, 8 defeats with 29 wins coming by way of knockout. Peleando fuera, Barrinas, Venezuela. Here is the former 4-time 3-division world champion, Niño de Oro, Jorge Linares. Linares. And his opponent now making his way to the stage, his professional record, 27 victories, only 1 defeat with 13 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Chorley, England, here is the reigning and defending WBA Intercontinental Super Lightweight Champion, El Gato, Jack Catterall. Catterall. And out of the scale, El Niño de Oro, Jorge Linares. $140 bang on, the super lightweight limit for Jorge Linares. 140 bang on. And out of the scale, the defending titleist, El Gato, Jack Catterall. Also 140 bang on for Jack Catterall. 140 bang on.
Well, we have a fight, Darren. What do you make of the shape of both men in the main event?
Honestly, they look in tremendous shape. They really do. Linares looking, I mean, he looks young. He looks very young. And it's so great to see him on the scales, in the flesh here in Liverpool for what promises to be a cracking main event. It really, really does.
Jack Catterall, Jorge Linares, 12 rounds for the WBA Intercontinental Super Lightweight Championship main event. Matchroom Boxing live on DAZN from Liverpool, England.
I'm only joking. We knew we were in vision that time. Do you know what? I don't know. Were you trying to smoulder at the camera a little bit?
Try my best.
I was like, didn't know what to do.
I couldn't hold it for any longer.
Darren, you know when the main event hit the scales, the anticipation just goes up a few notches, doesn't it? At the end of the action.
And so does my excitement. Seeing a legend in the flesh. Once again, it is just an honour. Jack Catterall, the confidence, the form, certainly with the local favourite, just a very, very good fighter. But this is a big task he's got in front of him. He's a danger man, Linares. He's got all of that class, experience, power. He likes to get stuck in. Can he get close? Let me tell you now, it's essentially the last roll of the dice for him. He's going in there with kind of...
He knows that though, doesn't he?
He knows that. It makes him so dangerous because he's just going to leave it all in the ring. He doesn't want to have any regrets when he looks back at this fight one day. So I believe he's going to try his best to grab this fight by the scruff of the neck, let bombs go. It's then down to Catterall to navigate, get that natural side into the fight, get behind the jab, try and let the big shots go. What a fight.
Can't wait, can't wait. Well, that does conclude the action here at today's weigh-in. Just a reminder, we're coming to you earlier at the slightly earlier time of 4:30 p.m, the Before the Bell section of the show across Matchroom and DAZN YouTube channels, where the man to my right, lead commentator, will be taking you through all the first 4 fights of the night. Bit of a big timer these days.
I'll try my best, mate.
And just a word on those fights, of course. William Collar's professional journey continues. Muhammad Ali returns, stepping up to 6 rounds for the first time as well. The popular Paddy Lacey stepping up to 8 rounds. And Campbell Hatton looks to outmaneuver the second southpaw of his 14-fight professional career. Before we cross live to the main broadcast, one place to watch that, and that is DAZN at the usual time of 7 p.m. Khalil Majid takes on Tom Farrell. Shabazz Massoud looks to make a statement against the very experienced Jose San Martin in what is his official Matchroom debut. Akif Fiaz and Reece Berlotti go toe-to-toe for the Commonwealth Super Featherweight Championship. Do not blink in that one. Massive ticket seller in front of 1,000 of his friends and family. Jack Turner fights for the 3rd time as a professional, the 1st time as a professional in his home city of Liverpool, before Peter McGrail bids to pick up his first professional title at in professional fight number 8 for him against 17-0 Colombian Fran Mendoza, which sets us up perfectly for the main event. Jack Catterall versus Jorge Linares, your main event live tomorrow night on DAZN. Do not miss it. Thanks for joining us throughout the week. We will see you tomorrow night, and we cannot wait. I've been Jamie Ward. He's been Darren Barker. Goodbye for now.
I've grown up watching Linares. I'd class him as a modern-day legend.
It's an amazing opportunity. It's an amazing fight.
We could talk about all these exciting fights in the division, but they mean nothing if I don't put on a good, strong performance and beat him.
Jack Catterall is an undefeated guy. By October 21st, I don't care that.
On October the 21st, we climb